Omnipod 5 system, setting expectations for optimal results. Let's review a few important things about your new system and how to get started as early as possible. Contact your healthcare provider before starting so they can review and assess your current insulin delivery. Expect to have your total basal be 40 to 50% of your total daily insulin as you get started on Omnipod 5. Your healthcare provider will prescribe your starting settings. If you are currently on another insulin pump, your settings may need to be changed. Discuss your current insulin delivery and settings with your healthcare provider to determine your starting settings. Do not attempt to start your system without guidance from your healthcare provider and adequate training. The Omnipod 5 system has three main parts: the Omnipod 5 Pod, the Omnipod 5 app on either the provided controller or a compatible smartphone, and a compatible glucose sensor, which your doctor should prescribe separately. The Omnipod 5 app is used to manage your system. After setup, you will use the app to activate your pods, bolus for meals, and review the status of your system. The pod is equipped with SmartAdjust technology, which receives sensor glucose values from the compatible sensor to automate insulin delivery using a customizable target glucose. To use the system in automated mode, you will need an active glucose sensor. To learn how to use your compatible sensor, review training resources and options provided with your sensor. If you are using either a Dexcom G6 or Dexcom G7 sensor, you must use the Dexcom G6 or Dexcom G7 mobile app. Omnipod 5 is compatible only with the Dexcom mobile app and not the Dexcom receiver. To connect the sensor with Omnipod 5, enter and save your sensor information into the Omnipod 5 app. After you have the Omnipod 5 system completely set up with an active pod and saved sensor, you can switch to automated mode. No wait time is needed. While in automated mode, insulin delivery will increase, decrease, or pause based on your target glucose and where your sensor glucose values are currently and predicted to be 60 minutes into the future. Bolusing for carbohydrates is essential on Omnipod 5. In both automated and manual modes, bolusing for meals and snacks helps the system adapt to your insulin needs. SmartAdjust technology counts your bolus insulin as part of your total insulin needs to set and change your adaptive basal rate. The Smart Bolus Calculator can suggest a bolus amount based on your glucose value and trend, carbohydrates in your meal, and insulin on board. Here are a few tips to help you start your journey. Before placing your compatible sensor, think about where you will be placing your pods. Pods can be worn up to 72 hours, so you can expect a few pod changes before you will have to change your sensor. Pod communication works best if you place the pod in direct line of sight to your sensor, so the two devices can see one another. Try to avoid placing them on opposite sides of the body. Learning how to interact with your system will take some time. As a start, pay attention to your sensor glucose values and treat low glucose as directed by your healthcare provider. Deliver meal boluses using the Smart Bolus Calculator when you eat any foods that have carbohydrates. Deliver correction boluses using the Smart Bolus Calculator when you have high glucose as needed. When you give correction boluses, the system detects that your insulin needs are higher, and it will adapt with each new pod to adjust insulin dosing to try to meet your needs. Lastly, in your first days, expect progress, not perfection. Over time, the Omnipod 5 system adapts automated insulin delivery based on your current needs. Work with your healthcare provider to understand what you should expect in your first weeks on your new Omnipod 5 system.